Hello everyone, my name's Thang and welcome to, I guess, my dead gaming channel. Why is it dead? Well, because I stopped playing Diablo 3 a long time ago and I pretty much uninstalled everything Blizzard. I no longer have the Blizzard launcher. Not really interested in anything Blizzard at the moment. Just because, I don't know, I just stopped liking any of their games. And I stopped playing Diablo 3 because it's just never been my thing anymore. And I've been playing more sandbox simulation type of games. I love them, but I'm a really shit designer. When I say I'm a really shit designer, I mean I'm really horrible at it. Even though I want to be the best of a designer, I try and I try and I try, and it just doesn't work with me. Anyway, so I've been actually focused on my plant channel, my succulent plant channel, and that channel's been doing really great. So that's what I've been doing pretty much with my life right now. But besides that, everybody's in quarantine. I've been in quarantine, and I've been playing this particular game called Oxygen Not Included for since November, and I spent over 770 hours in this game, and I've stopped playing it for quite a while, and I just actually got back into it. This is my base that I've built. It's a pretty regular base that you've pretty much seen. It's not anything spectacular, but I do want to improve upon this base with probably the next map that I do play. But unfortunately, every single map that I do play, I tend to build the exact same thing over and over and over again because I really like how it looks and it just works out really well. So that's why I'm a really bad designer because I can't think of new ideas. I just kind of improve. I'm like the Apple of gaming designing. I will improve upon your design even better. Um, Anyways, so I just want to show you my base, my tour of my whole entire map base, and hopefully, if you guys like it, let me know. And if you want to see more, I guess I can just play more. I've been actually playing Rhyme World or Rim World, and oh, that game is fun. It's really fun, but it takes a long time to master and a long time to actually get through anything at all. But I really enjoy it too. Anyway, so if you ever watched Francis John, you see like a lot of his design in here, his blueprints in here, because it works really, really well. But I've also improved upon it a little bit as well. Anyways, so let's go on with the tour. I have 32 dupes right here with 3,093 cycles so far. Oh, let's see what do we have in the blueprints. So what do we have? Oh, let's get some spicy tofu. Anyways, okay. So this is my base housing 32 dupes with about 10 dupes in the rockets right now. Yeah, 10 dupes in the rockets. And they're usually at what 70 maximum of 72 morale right now. So they're pretty much happy. Very, very happy. And I have them all in the comfy beds with tons of decor around because I got so much stuff going on. Tons and tons of decor. So they're always happy. Look at all the decor in this area, in this whole entire map. So decor is pretty much everywhere they need to be or everywhere they are doing anything. So they're never, you know, get a decor debuff at all. They're always super duper happy. And this is my power overlay. So currently I'm generating 50. Oh, I think that spine is like 14. I don't know, that spine right there. Oh, how much energy is it? It's producing about 50 kilowatt of energy for that single spine. So it's quite a lot of energy, and I'm only using about like 17 kilowatt. So it's a lot of energy I'm not really using. And so that's that. And then temperature overlay. My base is usually pretty warm. I was actually on the ice map. So now it's kind of all warmed up. Yeah, so my base is pretty chilled, but I think I need to do actively cooling on it. Let's see, material. I mean, everything's pretty just dug out, so we don't need to see that. This is the plumbing overlay. So you got tons of plumbing going everywhere, and then you got plumbing as a vent as well. You already saw decor. You see farming over there. I don't think I have any farming really. And then you got the rooms, nice rooms. exosuit overlay, not that much, and then automation overlay. So not that much automation. I wish I understood it a little bit more. Maybe I'll get more into it in the next game I play. And you got the conveyor belt, the conveyor overlay, which is a lot because I like everything automatic, right? So I kind of have everything shipped out to all my dupes so they don't need to go anywhere, and everything's pretty much done for them. Okay, so that's the overlay. So yeah, they're in here, and then on this side you got like the critter stuff. I got some radiant bug farms right here. I put solar panels in just for fun. I like the radiant bugs. So when like I first started playing, I love the shine bug. I never really understood how to get them to into the radiant bug or how to do any type of like critter stuff, and then I tried to like capture them all and then farm them and all, and then it just was disastrous because it didn't go anywhere and it destroyed my base. Pretty much with also the other critters as well. Pips as well. So I have pips here for lumber because I needed lumber to build some of the wood stuff. I got some smooth hatches here for metal refinement. Even though I don't need it, I just have it there for fun. I also have some stone hatches for coals, even though I don't need it as well, but it's there for fun. Everything they drop gets shipped into the conveyor loader, which ships into the central storage hub, which I'll show you in a bit. Then I got the vertical wind tunnel right here for them to enjoy, and I actually need to get an auto sweeper up here, so that way it just grabs all these eggshells, so they're not just laying there for anything. I did get an auto sweeper mod, so that way it doubles the auto sweeper range. I know I didn't like how short range it was before, so I got that, which is really nice because then you only need one auto sweeper. It just decreases like the auto sweeper that you need to build in. Yeah, so that's why I have that there. I have that mod, which is nice. Anyways, so that's that area. I actually have 2 hospital because when I was trying to cool down the magma, the molten core right here, a lot of my dupes got injured. So since they got injured, well, I had to build a lot of hospitals so that way they didn't get injured. So, you know, that's why I have it here. I have 2 of them there. Then you get the Great Hall, which I think I'm missing like 3 chairs. So 3 or 4 of them have to sit here and eat, which is fine. Whatever. You got all their food, all the barbecues or the food they eat gets dropped into here, which is filled with chlorine. So that way, if there's any germs that's touching the food, well, they wouldn't have any germs. So that's great for them. So that's there, and then this is nothing there. I don't know why that's there. And we have your rec room right here. So you got your mechanical surfboard. I got a soda fountain. And then I got the jukebox, and then the sun lamp, which is actually on. They only turn on if there's dupes sitting on any of these chairs, so it's not wasting any powers, which is nice. Then you got the arcade machine right there. So that's their little recreation area. Oh, look at Harold. Harold's drinking some soda. His eyes are sparkly soon. Sparkly. Come on, Sparkle. Come on, Harold. Let's go faster. Harold. Chug. Oh, poor Harold. Oh no, his eye didn't sparkle. Anyways. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Anyway, so I had some Wii Sports here before I had cooling, so that's why they're there. So they cool down these sun lamps so they don't overheat the area. I got like the conveyor receptacle here, which has all the phosphorus, and then the auto sweeper just loads it into the plant box. So that way my dupes don't ever need to refill them at all, which is great. You'll see that around a lot. So the cooking area is right here. Same thing, the lights only turns on if there's a dupe underneath it. If it's not, then this turns off. So all the meat that is in the storage bin gets shipped into this conveyor chute, and then this sweeper loads it into the electrical grill, and once he's done cooking, it'll grab the barbecue and put it into this conveyor loader, which ships into the area right here for them to, pick up and eat their barbecue. Oh, look, they're saying hi to their friends. Oh, look at that, Frankie. Oh, good for you, Frankie. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So it's also filled with chlorine, so that way, if there's any germs, it gets killed off. Yes. And then, oh look, see, there's what is this going? Copper's running. Okay, copper's going. Okay, so I have a atmosphere, two massive atmosphere dock, because when I have one, all the oxygen was taken out of one. So I don't know why. I built two gigantic one anyways. And underneath it, I have mesh tiles and airflow tiles. So this way, when they take off their their exosuit, all the CO2 gets dumped down here versus having to linger all the time here, because that really bugs me. And also when they have to go pee outside and they're holding it, they come back in, like, every single time. If I don't have these, it just the pee water just spills everywhere here, and everybody just gets wet in germs. So it gets spilled down to here, and then the water pumps the urine, the polluted water into this water sieve, just right below it. And all the toiletry stuff also gets pumped into this water sieve right here, which is also filled in chlorine and also has a deodorizer, which I don't really need it there, but it's just there anyways now. So this receptacle has regolith to for the auto sweeper to load into the water sieve, so that way it's just automatic. And the poke shell right here eats the polluted dirt that gets dumped out from the water sieve, and then everything's just taken care of right here. Everything this area is autoly maintenance, so my dupes don't even have to come in, which is really, really great. And under here, I don't know, I just have a bunch of things that I don't really need, but it's here anyways. It's down here, which is great. So the polluted water sieve, right, and all the water comes in here, and then gets used by the carbon skimmer if there's any CO2 down there, and it goes back again. And if this thing is filled right here, it goes down to the carbon skimmer and also down to here. So that way any excess water gets recycled into our industrial sauna, which is right here. I really love the industrial sauna that Francis John made. But I kind of improved upon it just a little bit more. I've pretty much crammed everything else inside. So at first, I really liked how it was done, but I didn't like how the aqua tuner was outside of the box, or kind of semi outside of the box, because like the pipes are kept like kind of breaking sometime, which was really frustrating. So I moved it inside, and the aqua tuner is always running anyways. So why not, have it inside, get it generate all the heat inside here anyways. But because now I have insulation for the insulated pipe, the temperature doesn't transfer, doesn't interact too much with the environment from the aqua tuner anyway. So I just put it inside, just let it run inside. So this cooling loop cools the whole entire steam turbine if it needs to, but it also acts as a cooling loop for my base. I actually don't really actively cool my base, but it's just a byproduct from that cooling loop. So all the oxygen that comes in at what is it right now, 60 degrees, gets dumped into my base at 20, 23, 12, 12 to 20 degrees. It varies. So that's why I don't really actively cool my base. It's just passively cooling from another cooling loop, which is really great. So this is the industrial sauna. Like I said, I pretty much cram everything inside. I even cram in a transit tube up here and a transit tube up here. As long as the transit industrial sauna doesn't get above 159.9 degrees, the transit tube will not melt. As long as it's not over that much. Sometimes it has gone over that much before. But with the installation of the thermal sensor and atmos sensor on both sides, the temperature is regulated to only 140 to 150 degrees. So if the temperature inside the industrial sauna is above 145 degrees, the steam turbine, when it's activated, the water from the steam turbines gets dumped into this cooler vent, which helps to cool down the industrial sauna. Same goes with this one as well. That's why it's not running. That's how it's not running, because we don't need it to be constantly running. Because if this is constantly running, it'll cool down the whatchamacallit too much. See, look, it's sucking up all right now. So we don't need it to constantly do that. Yeah, we don't need it to constantly. You don't need to do that. Yeah, let's just suck you up. See, spilling water, spilling water. So it's cooling everything down here. So we don't need it to constantly do that. Only when it's too hot. Okay. Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Yeah. So I've pretty much crammed everything inside. So all the machines here. So you see how there's a conveyor receptacle here. So it's filled up with all the metals that if I ever need to make any of these metals, my dupes just comes here. The auto sweeper will load it all up for them, and that's all they do. So they actually don't need to do anything or go grab it from the storage bin right here, storage area. So it's all automatic for them. And whatever is finished, it actually gets loaded into, where is it? Okay, right here. The conveyor loader, and then ships it into my storage area right here, which is a huge mess, but I'll show you in a bit. Yeah, so that's there. And I actually have all the incubators inside as well. Because it creates heat, it generates heat, so why not just leave them in the industrial sauna? And then I actually have the evolution chamber right here. Oh, look at this poor smooth hatchling. Anyways, I have the evolution chamber inside the industrial sauna as well, and it actually works with one single tile. Just use the pneumatic door like this way, sideways, and it just works fine. So the auto sweeper right here actually grabs any of the eggs that's required for the incubator automatically. So your dupes actually don't need to come and do that. It's just automatically done for them. They just come and hug the incubators, and that's it. But also, this area has a critter drop-off of 0. So if any critter is here, but all the other critter drop-offs are full, what they will do is they will grab the critter and they will put them into the kill room right here, critter kill room. I actually got this from Tony. What was it? What am I supposed to... Oh, critter? No. You're supposed to grab eggshell. Eggshell is supposed to be loaded into here too. Anyways, let me just do that later. So any extra critter will be dropped off into here. And what this room does is it'll sense if there's any critter above 0, open this door, mechanized lock door. And they will jump up here, and then sometimes they'll jump into here. And once they're in here, if the critter sensor senses like a critter in this room right here, which is separated by this door, then the door will lock and they will drown right here. So that kills any critters. Really is easy. I have an auto sweeper here because then that will pick up the meat or eggshell or eggs that sometimes gets magically put in here. It'll be loaded into this conveyor loader, and this conveyor loader actually ships it back into here because sometimes the eggs will be there, and this auto sweeper will actually grab anything that's shipped, anything that's not critter eggs from here. Actually, let's just put that. There you go. You're hot. Oh, you're hot. Okay. Any critter, any stuff that's not a critter egg, and load into this conveyor loader, which loads it into the storage bin, the storage area. Yeah. So everything's pretty much automated for them. Anyway, so that's that. Over here, you just have your normal petroleum generator, gas generator, hydrogen generator as well. I don't know what to put down here because there's nothing I can put down here. But I have the polymer press down here, which I actually don't need to do anymore. I don't really need 2. I can just use 1 because I have the aqua tuna here always going with also the desalinator, so it generates a lot of heat already. But also, the thermal sensor before will sense if the temperature is below 145. If it's below 145, it will activate the polymer press. So that way it keeps this whole entire area hot. So that way whenever the polluted water drops down, it'll just evaporate right away into steam. Versus before, like if I didn't have this thermal sensor, they'll be going and going and going. It's actually a lot of waste. So with this thermal sensor, with it's below 145, it will activate them, which is really nice. So that way it keeps this area hot for the polluted water to just turn into steam, which is great. Anyways, so then I have the molten slicksters here. They were a great source of meat before, which I don't really need it anymore. But also, yeah, I don't really need them. I could just cram everything into like one single area now. But you know, whatever. We're playing this game. Maybe next time, like when I'm at that phase where I don't need all the critters anymore. I just cram everything into like one single area, would be better. I just have to make this a little bit longer. I think I'm like two or three more. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Probably like down to here. Yeah, I'll probably have to change it down to here. Oh yeah, probably I could probably do that down to here, so that way it's a little bit more compact. So not so huge, not so huge. Anyways, so I have molten slicksters here for meat before, and also for getting rid of the CO2, and also getting petroleum, which they don't really generate that much petroleum, but it was just something nice to have. So all the petroleum that they do spill out, which gets pumped into this pipe, which gets delivered into the polymer press, and also the what are these called? The petroleum generators. That's pretty much it. And then everything turns into steam, which gets turned back into water, which gets pumped into my liquid storage. Okay, so I do have saltwater geyser and water geyser here, which is actually a nice new spot. The salt water gets pumped into the desalinator, which gets pumped into the thermal aqua tuna, which cools the water down by a little bit. I know it interacts with like a side, but it's made by ceramic, so it doesn't really interact that much. But the aqua tuna is always running because the desalinator is always converting salt into water, and also the water geyser, when it's active, it actually pumps water into here. So water is always constantly coming out, and then it gets pumped all the way up to here, which actually pumps it into the water storage, and any of the extra water from the steam here gets pumped into this pipe, which actually it's two pipes. So this is the main pipe that goes into the water storage, and the second pipe is an overflow pipe. So it gets pumped into there too. So all the water gets pumped into the infinite liquid storage, which I really love, because this infinite liquid storage, you can actually use the liquid that you're storing. So I have two liquid vents right here, so that way, yeah, I can have more than one source of liquid input, and I have two liquid pumps. You can actually put more than two liquid pumps. I just use only two liquid pumps right here, so that way I can pump it into other areas. So this main one goes into the Rodriguez. I actually 1, 2, 3, 4 Rodriguez. So three, I probably use only like two, whatever. Well, anyway, but whatever. So it gets pumped into there, and the other one gets pumped into the oil wells, and whatever is left over right here. So this hydro sensor right here is active if it's below 1,000 kilograms. So if it's below a certain amount, the liquid vent here opens, and it just pumps water into here, so that way you can use it. So you have a liquid pitcher right here, and then if this hydro sensor, if it's above a certain amount, then the liquid pump would activate, turn on, and pump the water back in. So water actually never spills over. So you never have to have to worry about liquid spilling over, which is really, really nice, because before I tried to like do the whole liquid storage and all that stuff, and it just didn't work out. But this way it works out. So I have it for water, I have it for petroleum, I have it for oil, and I also have it for super coolant. Yeah, so oil is the heaviest liquid, so that's why petroleum has to be on top right here, or else it wouldn't work for oil. But yeah, and also in the liquid storage area, I actually have storage bins, so that way any liquefiable item gets put into there, so when the time comes, they just like spill there versus spilling somewhere else, right? Because there was like a lot of ice on this map, and then yeah, ice was just going out, snow, ice here, so that way it gets dumped here, and then they just melt into this area in their liquid storage bin. So yeah, so that's my infinite liquid storage, which is really nice. So all the oil well, let's see, all the oil well right here gets pumped into, actually they all get pumped. Gets pumped into this infinite oil storage, which then pumps into this petroleum burner right here. This is a counterflow, right? And then the petroleum gets fed into this pipe, which feeds it into the infinite liquid storage. And then, oh, is this still going? Oh, it's below. Oh, shouldn't that stop? Yeah, that should stop. Shouldn't that stop? If it's below 7, oh, it's below 750. Okay, sorry. 730. Let me change it. 730. There you go. There you go. That stopped. There you go. Sorry. Sometimes you have to gauge it by how much. Yeah. So usually it's 730 for petroleum. It's like 1,000 for water. Yeah. Anyways, so that gets pumped into there. Petroleum gets pumped into there, and then petroleum pumps back into the petroleum generator, and then changes to polluted water, and then steam, and then water again. So it's like an infinite cycle of like water recycling, which is really fun. I really like it. Anyways, and then you have the Rodriguez right here. So 4 of them, because I have 10 rockets. I have 10 rockets going on. So that's why I have like so much liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen going on. That's a lot of stuff. But that's why I have 4 Rodriguez. Full Rodriguez going on, which is fun. This is just for fun. I needed like reed fiber, and also like, I guess not anymore. But I saw and I had fun with the Draco farm. And then I have the Radiant Bug farm right here. It's not maximum power, but I just wanted to have fun with this too, so that's why it's there. Let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, I'll talk about my rocket silo in there. I also did the whole entire solar panel farm. I know it's not optimized, which I'll do like probably another gameplay. I have that, and then I have the whole area for regolith, which I'm farming regolith. So the bottom part here is actively cool. So the conveyor loaders is actively cool. And I need to fix the robo miners, because you need to put like an airflow tile here and then visco gel right here, so that way it cools down the robo miner, because it's gonna get hot over time, probably within like a few hundred more cycles. It's gonna get really hot, even though it's made out of like thermium, whatever. Anyways, okay, so all the regolith and all the material sort of space gets transferred into the conveyor loader. So unfortunately, the bottom conveyor rail is cooled down already. So they get shipped into the rocket silo, versus the top one, which doesn't, and they get shipped into this steam turbine area. So that way, transfer heat and then get converted back into energy, and then it actually gets ships down into the shovel area right here. Yeah, so it feeds into the shovels, which I have about 242 shovels right now. It's quite a lot. Yeah, so all that gets put into this area, right? And anything here that includes eggshells or anything gets loaded into this conveyor loader right here, except for critter eggs, and that gets dumped into the rocket silo. The rocket silo, which I have some jet suit here, because there used to be like an error with the rockets where stuff gets turned into solid tiles. I don't know why, it just does. So I had these here for them to go in and like fix that, and then I actually had to put into 1, 2, 3 vacuums right here, because every single time they would come in here, the steam would actually move into all the way here, and then here, and then actually burns my dupes, and they get knocked unconscious, which really sucks. And yeah, I can't do visco gel because the temperature gets up to like 1,000 degrees, right? So that just melts the visco gel, and yeah, which was not good. So I actually had to put 4 different vacuum right here for them to like not get burnt, or and even like they don't get burned. Like all these get overheated because of the steam coming in. So yeah, yeah. Anyways, so the rocket silo, I had these here, the steam turbine to what was that word? To regain all the steam that we've pretty much used for the rockets. I think I should like to spread these out a little bit more, or like I can't put these over here because then they'll just melt, or they get overloaded. So I think I need to like separate these a little bit more. But yeah, so all of these regains all the water that's been used. I have these filtered gas pump because I got these from a mod. These are here because they need to extract out the carbon dioxide, which sometimes get seep in because of the meteors that comes down, right? And then you got the robo miner here because sometimes, like I said, the regolith just builds up here for no reason. I don't know why. I don't know if they fixed that bug or not, but it gets built up here, so these have to mine out like this area. I think they might have fixed it. Anyways, yeah, so I should have done something like this, right? Where there's tons of steam coming in. This is like full max steam right now. Yeah, so that's there. All these actually just energy producing, all steam turbine. This here also like gets all the steam here because usually when the rocket goes up and down, it's about like 10 kilograms of steam that's like there not doing anything. So we're just like getting back our steam. So infinite water and infinite like energy as well. Same goes with the filter pump right here. Same thing with the carbon dioxide and robo miner. Same thing with the regolith. So that's there, and then I got so everything gets dumped. Sorry. So all the conveyor loaders, I should have just like have them dumped into the middle here. So that way we can actually produce more energy from the heat. But I wasn't thinking when I was doing this. I was just like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's just like dump them out and then they'll be fine. You know, whatever. But yeah, everything gets dumped into here from the regolith area. Gets dumped into here and puts into all these conveyor loaders and ships into my storage area. And these two pumps right here pumps out all the steam that they can, or even the carbon dioxide back into our industrial sauna. So it's always water's constantly being produced, which is great. And then I have like the bunker doors here because like, so whenever the bunker doors from up here open because of the rockets coming in or going out, the bunker doors here closes right here. So that way any meteor that comes down gets hit here first. Even though I kind of solved the problem here, so I don't really need this anymore. Actually, I really don't need that anymore. Do I? No, hold on. Do I need that? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I don't really need that anymore. Okay, I should change that next time. Okay, yeah. So it would close so that way this area doesn't get damaged. And this area opens quite a lot so that way all the... Actually, I don't think it needs to be open anymore. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's so weird. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. I think I can redo this area just a little bit next time. So yeah, so I actually don't need these bunker doors next time. I just could do this next time. And let them open, close as the top bunker doors open and close. Yeah, I can do that next time. Yeah, and also I had this robo miner. Same thing happened. Regolith comes hit here and gets built up here. So that's why this was here. Yeah, so, and then everything gets loaded into the great and messy storage area, which, as you've already seen, gets shipped out everywhere else. Everything gets shipped out, so my dupes don't really have to do anything at all. Yeah, it's really messy, but everything's here. And it's in chlorine as well, so that way if there's any germs, all the germs are dead, and it is actively cooled. So there's a huge cooling loop here, right? So because like all the stuff that comes from the rockets, is really hot. So that's why I have the active cooling loop right here. So it's all cooled before any of my dupes use it to build anything. So you see this area is just a nice cool 20C. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for my base. And we're trying to cool down the magma, which I think I'm done with. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of steam turbines at maximum, kind of maximum energy. I don't really need to do it, but it was just for fun. Anyways, that's it for I guess this whole entire base and this whole entire build. I have nothing else to do. I guess I'm gonna go play Rhyme World, which I am playing Rhyme World, but it's just very slow. Oh, here comes the rocket. Here comes the rocket. Oh yeah, see? The rocket comes in, and this whole entire area is about 1,000 degrees. 1,000, yeah. Yeah. And the rocket actually goes all the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rockets for all those planets. Yeah. Anyways, that is it for my base. I do want to play more of it, but I think I'm gonna play it in another base. I'm waiting for the DLC to come out, so that way I can play the DLC. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think, and hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys later. Bye.